All right. This is the story where I may lose me some subscribers. What's going on? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you've been hitting me up in my email, in the comment sections of some of my videos, and y'all been like, yo, Steve, do the story, do the story, do the story. I ain't gonna do the story. I ain't gonna touch it. But y'all like, yo, we wanna hear your perspective. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be honest. And this is my perspective on this story. The story I'm talking about, y'all, is what happened out here where I'm at, Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to H, you know what I mean? And this is a story about this lady right here. Her name is Roda Bashe. This woman is a Somali immigrant that's in Houston. You know what I'm saying? And she was hit in the face with a brick, supposedly by a guy that she refused to give the number to, her phone number, outside of a club or some type of gathering. Now, this story done shocked a lot of people. It got a lot of people going at odds with each other in the Black community, men against women, all this other stupid stuff. And this dynamic of, you know, men not protecting Black women. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Men ain't jack and all of this stuff. Listen, we're going to put an end to that today. And what I'm going to say may sound insensitive, but I'm going to come in hot. I'm going to do it the only way the stock market want to know how to do it. And you know, it's all love with me, but I'm going to try to be as transparent and honest as I can from my standpoint. You know what I mean? My 50 years on the planet. Listen, I'm going to play this video real quick and I'm going to break it down a little bit. We're going to come back and keep going back and forth. Y'all know how we do. Let's just start this BS, because this is stupid shit. Check it.
For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. A viral video has been making its rounds all over social media where a woman is sharing her experience after encountering a man who hit her in the face with a brick for not giving out her phone number. The original video from Roda Bashe was shared online by The Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, and various others online tabloids. The caption from The Shade Room reads, "Woman gets hospitalized after being hit in the face with a brick by a man after she refuses to give her number." The incident occurred in Houston, Texas, and she says she was surrounded by men who did absolutely nothing. She says the man got in the car and left the scene after assaulting her and is afraid he will never get caught. Now, the first of several videos took place moments after the incident where Roe called out all of the Black men that saw the attack and didn't do anything about it. Roe was shocked at the amount of bystanders that didn't intervene or retaliate in her defense.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these Black men just watch, and they don't give a This man hit me, grabbed a rock, and he hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all gonna do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Man, fuck all y'all niggas.
The next video shows Roe in the hospital with her injuries clearly visible. She would go into detail about how disappointed she was.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face? He's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that nigga get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women?
All right, guys, that's the first part of what I want to break down. And it's unfortunate that this happened to this woman, where somebody would take a brick and hit her in the face. Under no conditions should a man do that to anybody, especially a woman. So I want to, you know, put that out there, because I mean, I wouldn't want to get hit in the face with a brick, let alone anybody else. But I think it stops there with what I'm saying. And I'm going to call out a lot of stuff that people do and how it triggers other Black folk that ain't got shit to do with it. to jump on board with something where the fight is not even their fight. I want to show you something. Let's go down the line. Wherever she was at, now she's Somalian, wherever she was at, that was some type of Somali club or some type of African club, because down here, every group has things where they click and hang together. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear the words or the accents of the men that she was standing around? They must African dudes. She jumped right on there, social media, because you know she on social media. I don't know if y'all know, she like a social media person. They go around and do crazy stuff and act like she down with the brown and all this other stuff. She doing all of these different things. You can go and look her up. She get on there. I know that shit got to be on fire. Your face look like you got stung by the Wu-Tang Killer bees and you sitting up there, your shit jumped out, but you got time to go on social media. I ain't seen no police there or nothing. Y'all seen the police report? She's sitting up there. Oh, look what happened. A man hit me in the face with a brick. And then you start showing strangers that ain't got shit to do with it. These black men ain't do nothing. Like they didn't fight for my honor. They didn't look out for me. They did this. First you called them black men and you tried to make it like what they did was a disgraceful thing because you're black and they're black. All of a sudden they said, what do you want us to do? This happened because a guy gave me, I wouldn't give a guy his number and they stood around. Ma'am, it's another side to that story. And that's the thing, stuff on social media that y'all see the after effect and everybody just come and be like, damn, and they get triggered like, oh, that's messed up. Let me tell you something, with her personality, the way she come off to me, I know it's more to the story. You see what I'm saying? And then she contradicts herself when she talks in a couple of parts I'm going to tell you later on. Back to this part. Oh, these black men ain't doing that, this and this and that. Like we need to stick together. We need to have a sense of pride, a sense of unity, all this, so on and so forth. Then what did she do immediately after a while when they spoke up and said, what do you want us to do? What were we supposed to do? Right? She started calling them what? Ninjas. Then you saw the juggernaut trait come out. So you ain't got to be just from this country to have the juggernaut trait. You understand what I'm saying? You saw the juggernaut trait come out. They went from being black men supposedly to stand up for the black woman to all of a sudden they was ninjas. Did you hear it? F all you ninjas at the end. When they was talking to her like, hey, what do you want us to do? Don't try to make us like we was victims or we sat here and you know what I'm saying? It's something behind it. It's more to the story. A lot of other people were talking. I couldn't understand the dialect. They were saying something. You know what I mean? And then she throw it down. Oh, F y'all. F y'all ninjas. Y'all ninjas ain't do nothing. They went from black men to ninjas. That's the disconnect. That's part of the disconnect. You can't say what somebody's supposed to do when you're the victim. When on your social medias and stuff, they show you victimizing other people. And I'm going to show y'all that shit because that pissed me off. People only get affected by things that should affect all of us until it affects them. Then they want to make everybody else aware for the shit that they seen already that they should have been involved in. She in a hospital. Speaking now, she's speaking of black men in like a guilt thing. Like they try to guilt somebody. Oh, look at my face. He's a monster. He did this to me. Is this how y'all treating black women nowadays? Ma'am, stop it. Stop it. You have a place of origin. You are immigrants from Somalia. Y'all got your own standards, culture, and way of doing things. And I think this right here was a pour over from what they had over there and the way they handle stuff. I don't see no man randomly coming up to you in America. Hey, who are you? You are fine. Give me your number. Like he just gonna take it by force. And you like all meek and feminine. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. You know what? Fuck you. No. I'm not feeling that. The way she said this, she wanted a nationwide sympathy and it caused what? Nationwide friction against people that ain't got shit to do with it. It's a cultural thing. You understand what I'm saying? And it's also a character thing. The way she come off, the way she act, you know she got a little bit of sass with her. Like I said, ain't nothing, I don't see it like some dude just doing that over here. I don't see it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I feel bad that happened because it shouldn't happen no matter how sassy or whatever people thought. No man or woman should go through that type of situation because it still is some type of abuse, domestic abuse. It's bullshit. But I just don't like, and I'm harping on this, that she tried to make a nationwide thing. You know what I'm saying? And, oh, is this how, like, try to make black people, like, feel bad? Oh, is this the thing? Is how y'all do black women? Ma'am, you got a culture. When we say black, we talking about us over here. Our fight, not your fight. It's not. You can jump up and leave here and go somewhere else. We can't do that. Everybody on your team that wear the same jersey, everybody that wear the jersey is not on the same team. This is a perfect example of that fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. You should see the comments on some of the social media things. I read them, they start pissing me off. It was American black women. Black men ain't shit. Y'all need it. It's been long known that the black man will never defend the black woman because he's scared of the white man. Goofy shit. Ain't got nothing to do with that. And like people are triggered and they're falling into this and doing all of this stuff and saying all of this stuff because it might be something that resonates in them, but this is a totally different incident. It is. Looking at her character and how she portrayed herself on social media and the way she was talking unladylike. You want to be treated like a lady and then you get unladylike after you don't get your way? I don't want to hear it. Now, I know a person get frustrated and all this stuff, but come on. Just because you don't get your way or things don't go the way you think they are, where's your meekness? Where's the femininity? You tried to strike it up in the beginning, then the dude started talking. I guess if they was going to say something that contradict all this whole thing you were saying, now you want to like loud talking like interrupt me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we're not doing that. Don't nobody gaslight stock market Steve. You know what I'm saying? You don't look at the action, look at the reason for the action. Now I can't even do this video. Let's go to this next part. Now, she done got the sympathy she want and the outpouring support. She had a GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? They put the money in a GoFundMe, helped her out. She got paid. Then she came back with this. And remember, I ain't seen no police report. Have any of y'all? Did you see any police out there? She drove herself to the hospital. No ambulance came or nothing. Let's keep it real. Come on, get down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this last part right here is when some time done passed. Now she's speaking to the people that supported the bullshit and her goofiness. Check this.
You don't even know. I really, really do appreciate the support. You know what I mean? I see so many women coming to help me. I appreciate it. I'm in gratitude, but I don't appreciate being centered and talked about. There's a lot of bullying. There's a lot of fucking bullshit, and y'all just kill me because I didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? There was nothing I could have done to anticipate something like that to happen. There's like zero that I could have done. If y'all want to talk about this conversation, go ahead, because I'm the one that brought it online, but center him. Put his face out there. Y'all talk about him because he's the one who made a choice. People know him because security told me that, he used to work somewhere at some restaurant. So we will find him. And when I do, I need y'all to center him because he also jumped in a car with a bunch of black women. You know what I mean? He was trying to jump in a car with a dude, but we wouldn't let the car leave. So he jumped out of that car and ran into another car. And I couldn't get the license plate number. Y'all know who he is. Put him out there, center his face, and then talk about it because he's the one who got to make a choice. I didn't get to fucking make a choice. He did. So center his fucking goddamn face because this is so fucking bullshit. Like, y'all are so unempathetic. Y'all lack compassion. I don't know how y'all can justify something like that. I don't give a fuck. Thank you for the people who have been very supportive, but center his face. Talk about him. He's the one who made a goddamn choice. Put his face up in the front. Thank you.
Y'all catch the bullshit? Did y'all catch the bullshit? Did you hear it? He ran. He tried to run in the car with a black guy, but we didn't let him. Then He jumped in the car with black women and drove off. If black women don't know this guy and he just hit you in the face with a brick, disrespecting a woman, why would they drive off with him and he ain't had no brick in his hand? So that tells you something. Something transpired out there to where tempers flared and things got out of control. And she said, oh, I couldn't get the license plate when he drove off. Think about it. The whole time in her talking, she never said, I want justice for me. Did you hear that? No. Don't talk about me. Just talk about him. Put him out there and all this other stuff, because there's more to the story. A lot of times when people sit up there and they say something about somebody doing something to them, they leave out the normal particulars. Somebody with common sense or somebody that was victimized will say, I didn't do anything to him. Guys, I don't want this to happen to nobody else. We got to catch this guy. Didn't hear none of that. All about her. Only cried when she said people were saying bad things about her, because everybody ain't stupid. Everybody ain't triggered. It pissed me off so bad when I seen a lot of these American women over here falling for this BS, getting triggered. They got their own culture, their own society. And she is not innocent in this thing. And it sounds like I'm bashing, but I'm not. I got common sense and I use it. Stuff like this can't trigger me. Can't. The whole thing pisses me off. I'm going to show you something. In the video earlier, she said, what did I do to deserve it? I never bothered nobody. She's showing her face. Crocodile tears, right? Check this shit out. Look.
Since the video was released, online users have been split on this issue, with some even discrediting Ro by bringing up her past videos to justify her being hit. There have been a few more videos circulating that show Ro lightly slapping some white men across the face with the caption, "Indeed, we're all God's children, but we're his favorite. This is activism and consensual, and I do not promote actual violence."
I said this before in my other videos, and I'll say it again. Juggernaut real. Juggernaut dangerous. This one right here is the worst kind. Species name, Juggernautus crying wolfus. Never her fault. She didn't do nothing to nobody. But that last video, I call that karma. Ma'am, you running around here, hashtag reparations, like you was born here and you come from the descendants of people that was over here like that. That's an insult to me. I take that personally. You slapping random white men in the face that ain't got shit to do with anything and walking off, trying to get a quick thing to get clicks on your social media, you need your ass beat. You do. You do. And it sounds fucked up. You got a lot of black women over here that have people that died in the civil rights movement, people that died just trying to get an education, descendants of slaves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people's blood still cry from the ground because we ain't got our shit together as a people. And here you come with the opportunity to come over here and get a better life, and you want to jump on this side of the fence and jump on that side of the fence because you got somewhere to go when we standing right the fuck here all the time. Bullshit. People defending you. You got that bullshit you pulled, got women over here arguing and categorizing us, and we wasn't even at the fucking scene. Y'all better stop being triggered. Word is born. For real. We need to be ashamed of ourselves sometimes with the way we let other people control us. Your interactions in the house, your interactions in the street, and what you're showing on TV, through media, whether it's social, regular television media, so on and so forth, dictate a lot of how we act and where we want to be in life because we want to fit in some type of social group. We need to cut that out and start individualizing ourselves, looking in the mirror and saying, hey, such and such, whoever your name is, what is it that you really want? And that starts with accountability. She played that victim fucking role, played on the heartstring of other women that were abused. You understand what I'm saying? And it pissed me off and it got me to this high level because I just came from Lisa Watt's funeral. Those people right there sympathize when they see another woman hurt because why? It happened to them. And for you to get up there and do this bullshit and come with a damn, want people to go down a road that ain't paved and got potholes in it and part of the road missing, and you want them to get from one destination to another, and some people blindly following you because they got the same genitalia as you, is sad. It's sad. It's nothing wrong with sympathizing and understanding and riding with somebody when they're a victim. But this right here, it's a lot of holes and it's a lot of parts of the story that's not said. She said, they know who he is. They know where he works. They did. Why he ain't locked up? Why your face ain't came forward? This is national news. Why? Because she had something to do with him trying to build a foundation on her fucking face. And that's real. That's real. That brick didn't just jump up, go to his hands and say, throw me at her face. It didn't. In life, there's cause and effect. And a lot of stuff that you see the effect, but we never look at the cause of it. Should she have got hit in the face with a brick? Hell to the fucking no. But sometimes if you get up in a man's face or if you say something, you know what I'm saying, that triggers somebody, depending on their culture, stuff might happen to you. And you know, I did a story about the Chinese dude that beat roommate's wife and children with a hammer in front of his own child. It's different cultures. We won't understand that, but they do. And then when that shit happened, you want to jump out here and act like you just a regular black person and be like, oh, look what they did to me. Oh, is this how y'all doing, black man? Your shit stung the fuck up. Is this how you doing, women? Women, not black women, just women. All of a sudden, everybody's included. And a lot of people is falling for the fucking okie doke. Not I can't deal with that. Listen, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reading Channel. I need y'all to comment on this. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I'm telling you, a lot of us out here are silly people sometimes. We fall for the bullshit. Stand up. Look in the mirror. Start having accountability. Don't let people just keep pulling you and you dancing to the beat of somebody else's drum and the beat ain't even fucking right. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.